and explain a few things. Sorry this video is going to be a little bit long, but some of you continue to ask me. I already made a video and showed this. I'm going to show it one more time, and then after that, I'm not going to answer your questions when you post it other than by sending you to this video or the other one. Some of you continually ask me a lot of the same questions, and I'm going to try and answer some of those right here, so please listen. As far as the people who continually ask me, and I'm not mad at you, I'm just trying to put an answer to this so that you know, it's clear. Because it's hard for me to answer it time and time again. There's a few questions. Let's go through them real quick. One of the questions, or I'll show you Patchy's skill tree while I'm doing that, just so some of you have been wanting to see that. So here's the skills tree. You can see his skills there. So in any case, some of you always ask me, Air, how come you don't respond to me on Steam, or how come you didn't respond to me? And some person actually seemed a little bit upset about it the other day, thinking I logged off whenever they ask a question. I just log off when I log off. It's not because someone sent me a message, and I do get a ton of messages. Some of you see the videos here and you're like, oh, well, he doesn't get a whole lot of messages because he's in the video, but I do get a lot of messages, and a lot of time the reason I don't get a lot of messages while I'm in video is because, you know, the people message me right when I start the game. Like just today when I started this game, I got, I think, 7 or 8 messages just before Shogun had even booted up, and I had to tell people, you know, I'm going to be recording. And it's nice of you, don't get me wrong, it's nice of you all to invite me to play. Don't think that it's futile, because sometimes I will join your game, and I think you can ask some people that I played with, that, you know, it's just you ask at the right time and I'll join up. But if I don't answer you on Steam, again, don't take it personal. There's nothing personal about it. It's just sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes, like I said, I don't feel real social, and I just don't feel like answering a bunch of questions. It's nothing personal against you, so don't take it that way. And you can feel free to message me, though. It's not going to make me angry. Like I said, I just want to make that clear. It's just sometimes I want a little bit of personal time. Let me show you the armor tree while I'm going on here. Or we'll show you Patchy's armor. There's what he looks like up close. Pretty darn cool. Like I said, a lot of his armor you can see over here is the armor of Uesegi Kenshin. One of my favorite, or Kenshin, however you say that, one of my favorite characters from this time period. Very much like him. So let me continue on to one of the other questions. One of the other questions I get constantly is, and I'm actually going to go out to the Conquest Map so that you all can see that this is my progress. I only have naval battles left. But in any case, some of you ask me all the time, can my PC run Shogun 2? You know, I can answer your question, but I'm not really a PC expert. And the best thing for you to do is to just go look at the system requirements for Shogun 2, and whatever they say the recommended requirements are, if your computer meets those, then you can probably run it on high graphics setting. The tricky thing about ultra graphics settings is sometimes even if you have more specs in your computer than what's required, your card may not be the most compatible. From everything that I've seen, the Radeon graphics cards are more compatible with Shogun 2, but you can run it on the NVIDIA cards. But if you want to know whether or not your computer can run it, please just look up the specs for the game and see if it matches. And some of you also ask me, Air, where can I get a cheap gaming computer that runs these requirements? I'm sorry, I don't know, and as many of you may know from asking me, my computer wasn't cheap. And yeah, and I had to do some even further work on it, so I couldn't tell you where to get a cheap one because I don't have a cheap one. I had to save money for a long time to get mine. So in any case, hopefully that answers that. And then the last question that I get a lot is, Air, how can I find you on Steam? How can I join your clan? Let me show people what they're talking about. Now in Shogun 2 you can join clan, and at the end of that battle you saw that it said clan tokens earned. And I had 1 clan token, and we had clan influence. Right here is clan tokens. You can use these things to reset your skills tree, first of all, when you're in here. So if you want to reset your skill tree, you have to have 3 of these clan tokens, and you can only earn them if you've joined a clan on Shogun 2. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to, like, go out and join some clan where you have to play all the time and all this, and that's part of the reason why I created a clan. And it's not a clan, like, I keep saying clan, and I almost hate the word clan for this, because I think the reason they call it clans isn't because that's what the gaming community calls it, but you know, you had clans in ancient Japan, and I think it just coincides well. But in any case, for those of you who don't want to join some kind of organized clan where you have to play good, you have to play on a certain, you know, level, and you have to play every so often and all this other stuff, the reason I created the Heir of Carthage fans group was multifaceted. It's so that you can be a part of a clan on Shogun 2 without having to join one of the clans or earn your way into one of the clans. It's for the clan competition. They have a clan competition on Shogun 2 that goes all the time. You can see that right now the current season has 5 days and 9 hours left. This is the clan competition map. Now, right now the Heir of Carthage, there's 9 clan tiers, or I think 10 clan tiers, and 10 is the lowest clan tier, and 1 is the toughest clan tier. Right now the Heir of Carthage fans is in clan tier 7, and what you can see here on this list, it shows the number of provinces that the Heir of Carthage fans hold, and you can see that we hold 58 provinces, or something like that. Yeah, we hold 58 provinces, and that includes some of the naval provinces. And the way you capture a province is by moving your little avatar army here into one of the provinces in order to capture it, and then you go to a match-made battle, or you can come to the battle list once you've moved onto there, join one of these battles. If you win, then you capture that province and you earn influence points for your clan in that province. And let me show you how that works. I'm going to click here on the clan competition again. If you mouse over one of these provinces, you can see right here, it says Aki, owned by Heir of Carthage fans. We have 165, or I don't know what this number out here means, the 160. Oh, I think there's 165 of us. Or, I don't know what that number means. Anyway, it says clan influence for victory, 45. And for every battle we get 20 influence points. And then the 5 adjacent regions, it says 25. So it's just kind of showing you here, like, you know, if you conquer this province, how many influence points you're going to get. Now let's find a province that's owned by another clan. We're pretty much dominating the tier 7 map. So let's see, clan. Whoops, this is one of the other clans that's in our tier. They don't have very many members there. Let's go back to where I was. Get back on that clan company. I'm trying to find a province that they own, but apparently we've taken all their provinces. Not too long ago we actually had some provinces that they owned, but now it doesn't look like it. It says they own 4, but I'm not seeing 4, because it would be in their color. So you can see their color here, and there's, let's see, yeah, right here. They own this naval area, and you can see right here that it says owned by clan Asano, and it says your clan has, right here, yeah, I can't put my mouse over because it moves with the mouse. Right there where it says your clan, Heir of Carthage fans 0, that means we have 0 influence so far, and we need to gain 55 influence points to take this province from the Asano clan. And as an officer of the clan, basically meaning I'm the administrator of it, this little clan conquest marker, if you ever see it on the map, I can move it around to places where I want the Heir of Carthage fans to fight. I don't usually move it because right now, you know, you can obviously see that we're absolutely pwning the tier 7, and that's probably due to the fact of our sheer numbers. There's a ton of people in the clan, and so that helps out. But I can move this marker to wherever I want people to conquer. So if it ever gets to a point where we're being competitive, you might look for that. But that's what this marker means on the map. Yeah, and if the province isn't colored, that means that no one has conquered it yet. So yeah, sorry this discussion's kind of long, but hopefully you find this useful. I haven't gotten a chance to explain all the buttons and stuff in here. So let's go through some of them real quick. I'll just have this end up being its own separate video. And here's where you can modify your retainers. Here's the retainers I have. I don't have time to go through and explain them all. You can see here's the ones that I was using in that battle. One of the reasons why I don't bring siege equipment to every battle is because you have to use a retainer, this ox cart retainer, in order to bring siege equipment. And I have retainers that do me a whole lot more good than a piece of siege equipment. And so that's the reason why I don't like it. You can also see that right now my army is set up to be focused on morale and on sword infantry. I have +3 attack for all sword infantry, +3 melee defense for all sword infantry. So right in this particular army, my sword infantry is incredibly powerful. So yeah, anyway, there's some of my retainers. You can go in here, armor sets. As you unlock armor, it will unlock different retainers for you by unlocking all the pieces of armor. And the armor, if you mouse over, it tells you how it's unlocked. Like this one, it says, complete the achievement United in Conquest, win a multiplayer co-op campaign. So that's how you unlock that piece of armor. And then once you unlock all of them, it unlocks this retainer for use. So that's what that is. You've already seen the skills tree. You've seen where you can edit them on. You can also edit Patchy and his color and everything else right there. If you go into here to Army and Navy Management, or say, yeah, Army and Navy Management, you can set up your army so that whenever you go into a matchmaking match, it's pretty much ready to go. You can clear it off here too if you just want to come into each match with a clean slate. I do have all the units unlocked now, so there's all the units. You've seen pretty much all of them. Here's all my veteran units that I have right now, just at a glance. I never did name this bow cavalry unit. I'm just not sure what I want to call them yet. If you want to give me even more suggestions, it's fine. I'm going to go back and look at some suggestions there. And then here's where you can edit your troops' skill points. So when it has this little arrow, that means that they have skill points to spend. I'll go ahead and demonstrate this. So with my longsword Ashigaru, I can spend skill points in any of these areas. Morale is good because these guys have crappy morale, but I kind of like to spend the first thing on sword infantry is melee attack because I just want these guys to be devastating in attack. Right now you can see their stats here, and the little green bars there indicate what my retainers or avatar skills are doing for these units. So if I accept that, you can see that now these guys have attack 15. And just to give you an idea about that attack, now my guys do have poor morale, but they have decent melee defense. So look, remember these stats. 5, 15, 5, 10, 2. Now if I go to this available roster, you can actually see the stats there. Watch how it changes when I select just a unit. Now remember, these are longsword Ashigaru. When I select a katana samurai, see those longsword Ashigaru now have the same attack, almost the same melee defense. They do have lower stats and morale, armor, and charge, and everything else. But you can see how the upgraded units are going to affect a battle when you're going to be out there. So yeah, there's some of the units. This one right here just got leveled up to level 5. And you can see that I've got different things upgraded for them already. I think I'm probably going to increase the melee defense, just make these guys even tougher to take down. So now you can see they have a melee defense of 9, which is pretty darn good. Anyway, I don't want to waste a whole lot more time in here. You can see what this screen is for. You can load army setups. You can save army setups here. And that way you can just load it quickly when you get into a battle. That's not new to a Total War game. And here's your achievement room or avatar profile. This is not very accurate information as far as I've noticed so far. Because I mean, look, it says best ladder placement at 1v1 land 0. So obviously that's not right. And then this is not the correct number of battles that I fought. So CA's got to fix a few bugs here still, but you can see some of the awards that I've received. You can actually go through all your awards and see when you received it, and then you can also see the ones that you need to finish. So there we go. And then it has my rank and patchy and everything else up there. It says the clan that I'm in. This is, of course, the Avatar Conquest Map button. CA has done some work and fixed a lot of the battle lists, so now you can kind of join battles more like a classic Total War game. However, much to my anger, they haven't fixed the classic battles. Let me show you what a classic battle looks like. I'll host one. Of course, no one's going to join it because it's still bugged. CA needs to fix it. This is where you can just choose like the clans from the game to fight with. I can't wait to do this because you don't get to use an avatar. And it would just be really cool to do one of these battles, especially if you got to play against like 10 stars and stuff, since they wouldn't be able to depend on their avatar. And you're going to hear me talk about 10 stars a lot. I don't have anything against 10 stars. I just think it'd be fun every now and then to play against these guys at the high rank, where neither I have my avatar nor they do. I just think it'd be kind of fun. And I have played a number of high-ranked individuals who quit the game whenever I start beating them, and that's probably the reason why they're high-ranked. Now, not everybody does that. But obviously some people are earning those rank through a little bit of cheap methods. Yeah, you can see no one's joining the game, especially for this reason, because the classic battles. Look, if you go put the filter up here on classic battles, yeah, see, look, there's all the battles. If you put it on classic battles, it goes empty. Whether because people aren't hosting, I'm pretty sure it's bugged, though, because I've tried it and waited, and nothing ever happens. So, yeah, I may just have to try and invite people to play a classic battle with me and see if that works. This is the clan page. Here you can search up clans. If you just click on it, it's going to show your clan first. It shows the clan leader up here, which is me. Here's the number of members in the clan. Not clam. Here's the total ranked wins, and here's the total ranked losses. And you can see that typically in a clan, they'd probably be pretty unhappy to have more losses than wins. But again, that's part of the reason why I said anybody can join the Heir of Carthage fans clan, because I don't care. You know, it's not about rank. You know, if you want to help us do good, great. You know, whatever. But it ain't about rank. It's just about having a place to come earn some clan tokens and being, you know, part of the group. Actually, this screen is bugged too. You can see that I can't like scroll down. So if anybody from CA is watching, maybe you could address that one. Not that I'm trying to say the game is bad. I love this game. It does have a lot of bugs still, but overall the game is amazing. Let's see who the top ranked players in the clan are, just for fun. Definitely not me, because over the weekend my ranking's been destroyed from having played. Like, I get matched against like 10 stars every match now because my rank is up higher. And to be honest, a lot of those people are just better than me, so it's definitely dropping my win-to-loss ratio. But we have some players in here, 919. That's pretty good ladder placement, to be honest. Now some of you are going to be laughing at me like, "Air, that sucks. I'm in like the top 5 or the top 50. Hey, you know what? Again, I'm not the best player in Total War. I just enjoy the game. So, you know, whoever that is, you know, good job. Maybe you'll see yourself here in the video. But yeah, I can't go through here and show everybody again because it won't let me scroll through. And you can actually search up other clans. Here's the leaderboards. This is where you can see, you know, who the leaders are. Oh, check this out. Bell from YouTube is ranked #1 right now. Hey, if you're watching, Bell, congratulations. That's pretty cool. I knew that you were a 10-star. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Yeah, let's see. That is cool. Belle's the one that I played some Rome Total War battles with a while back. You can find her on YouTube too. I think her username is KittySN. So yeah, congratulations for being on top of the land battles one-on-one. It's quite an achievement, actually. I wish I could get her to play some matches with me in Shogun, so I'd definitely know that I wasn't going to. Well, if she's on my team, I'd know that I wasn't going to lose. Obviously, if I was playing against her, I would lose. So yeah, here's some other people who are high up. Some of these people are here all the time. Some of them move in and out. And I think in order to get the 10th star, someone told me that you have to be in the top 50 on this ladder. And there's ladders for 2v2 and all the other stuff here, and it'll show you how all that works. Yeah, so here you can see the top team in Shogun 2. And then they have the Shogun ladder, which once you get to be a 10-star general and you've completed all the regions on the campaign map, there's Shogun points that you earn. And right now, Agony AMP is the Shogun. And if you ever see him on, his name will be in gold down here on the player list, and that's the Shogun, and they get like a special retainer, I think, and an achievement for becoming the Shogun. So that is actually a pretty huge achievement to be that far up on the list. So I doubt he watches, but if he does, hey, congratulations. This is the guy I actually played and beat in one battle. Must have been my lucky day. Because most of the guys I played from the 7 Sam clan are pretty good. I did beat him that one day in one of those videos in the past, but that's probably not going to happen every time. Then, of course, you got the Total War Encyclopedia. So you can look up everything in here if you're interested about units, buildings, arts, clans, whatever you want to know. Pretty cool. So anyway, I hope this helps describe a little bit about what's going on. I know this is kind of a long video for me just talking, but it's informational. From now on, when people ask me questions about the game, I'm probably going to refer you to this video so that I don't have to explain things 100 times. It's not because I don't mind answering you, it's just that I don't really want to keep answering the same question all the time. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see what I can do to get those answered in the future as well. This is Eric Carthage, signing off for now.